Hi everybody, it's Matthew Porter with another Drafthouse Diary. On October 18th, 2022, I went again to the Alamo Sloan's Lake to see The Crow, 1994 movie, directed by Alex Proyas, starring Brandon Lee, Ernie Hudson, and Michael Wincott. Another older movie that I had never seen before. Well, I take that back. I did see it once before. I think I saw it on VHS. I was distracted at the time. I didn't pay a whole lot of attention to it. So this felt like the first time I saw the movie, at least the first time I saw the movie in any meaningful way. And it was presented, by the way, as part of the Graveyard Shift series, which is a monthly horror movie series at the Alamo. I know there are a lot of people for whom The Crow is just the thing. They really love this movie. And I kind of understand why. There are things about it that are compelling. It is so atmospheric. It sets a tone. That's the one thing the movie does really, really well, is set a tone of mood. It's a nonstop mood beginning to end. But mood can go a long way, but it doesn't really keep me in a movie for the entire length of a feature. And the story of The Crow, it's a very straightforward story of someone brought back from the dead to exact revenge and justice upon the people who are responsible for his death, the death of his beloved fiancée, and overall the increasing destruction of the city in which they all live. But the beat-by-beat story itself, it didn't come together. It had about the same narrative cohesion as a platformer video game from the 90s. It had characters, it had things we got to watch the characters do. It had a few good scenes, mostly involving Ernie Hudson as he tried to figure out what was going on, as he bonds with this supernatural avenger played by Brandon Lee. But it wasn't enough to sustain a whole movie. So, like I say, I can understand why this is a great movie to some people and why it means something so important to them. To me, I'm giving it 1 star on my 0 to 4 star rating. I'm glad I saw it. I'm glad I saw it and paid attention to it. There were, again, stylistic things. I think it was influential stylistically. I think there are things about The Matrix, for example, that wouldn't look the way they do were it not for The Crow. But it doesn't hold together for me as a movie. Other parts of the visit, the pre-show. The pre-show was a lot of fun. The pre-show had a lot of Brandon Lee movie trailers, predictable but fun to watch. And of course, watching The Crow and watching these movie trailers, it is all made much more poignant by the fact that Brandon Lee was accidentally killed during the filming of The Crow. And I bet that helps it resonate for some people as well. But it was still interesting to see the trailers for movies that Brandon Lee had been in prior to The Crow. And also, scattered throughout the pre-show were all kinds of funny in-context things having to do with birds. They had a lengthy trailer for Hitchcock's The Birds, which was mostly Hitchcock in a study doing insane, creepy things. But they also had a lot of other things, from ads for frozen turkey dinners to anything you could imagine that involved birds. So weird and funny in context, and it kind of got you in the mood for to watch the movie that you're there for. So that's what the pre-roll is supposed to do. Food and drink. I again had the Royale with cheese. Like I said last time, it's their basic bacon cheeseburger. It's not too big. It's well done. It's good. I mean, it's done well, not well done. But I started out with the chips and queso, and the chips and queso are good. They've got a little bit of a spice to them. They're not too spicy, but those are always enjoyable as well. The staff, once again, they're welcoming, they're efficient, they seem to want to be there, and dealing with the staff at the Alamo is usually one of the reasons why the visits are as much fun as they are. I've talked before about some of the maintenance issues going on at Sloan's Lake. Nothing else to report about that, but I do hope that they kind of begin to improve that over time. Overall, an interesting visit, an enjoyable visit. I had a good time. And I'll be back with more Drafthouse Diaries. If you liked this video, please click like down below to make it easier for other people to find this. If you want to see more Drafthouse Diaries, click subscribe, and you'll see more as they come out, because I'll bring you one every time I go to the Alamo. But most important, thanks very much for watching. Enjoy your movies, and when you do, stay till the end of the credits.